Hey guys, Brad1 Kenobi here, and this is my channel. Today we'll be doing Boba Fett's Starship. But also, today is one of my best friend's birthday. I don't know if he wants me to say his name or not, so if you know whose birthday it is, shout out to them. He's been there for me for a good while in my life, and I asked him what Lego set he wanted me to do or what video he wanted me to do. He said Boba Fett Starship, aka the Slave One, but for some reason I understand why they didn't call it that in the Lego set, but the traditional name for it is the Slave One. So I guess we'll go for the 3 facts, but real quick, the cost of it, I got it for $40 on Amazon because there's a sale. When I got it a while back, it was like when it first came out, and it comes with 2 Lego characters, Boba Fett, obviously, and Mando. So I'll be doing 3 facts for Boba and 1 fact for Mando because, you know, he's a main character in a series, and I'm only doing, since the Lego set's mainly about Boba Fett, I'm going to be doing 3 facts about Boba, but since Mando's a side character in this Lego set, I'm going to do 1 fact about him. The number for this Lego set is 75312. So if you just want to know specifically which one it was, that's what it is. So the 3 facts about Boba. The first fact is his armor at one point was fully black because in the arena, he didn't want people to know that it was him. So he went full black on the suit and he ended up going a whole arena battle. I'm trying to find the comic for it or where that information was found. I know it's from a comic, that's why I want to find it. But you know, I only got Vader comics when I went to the comic book store. But yeah, he had full black armor, he had a pistol and like an axe spear, plus his jetpack and his flamethrower and other attachments he had on him at the time. Our second fact of the day is from the Bad Batch. So originally, young Boba Fett was supposed to be why they needed the little girl. I don't know why I can't remember her name at the moment. But originally, if something would have happened and they didn't need, since Jango died, for what happened in Bad Batch, if they shut down completely and they had to relocate, they would have needed Boba for that DNA because he's almost like more of an exact copy of Jango with the little girl as well, but basically he was supposed to be the next pawn in the DNA to have something close to Jango because, you know, they couldn't go and grab a clone because they would know what was going on. The Jedi and Palpatine would have known that, you know, they were trying to restart, even though during the Clone Wars, obviously, they weren't going to stop. And then the final fact of the day is one that I find really interesting. It's about Boba Fett's helmet from the original series to the Book of Boba Fett. So, like, from the 5th and 6th movie, their helmet, 5th and 6th. So in that movie, so I'm going to show a picture real quick of what colors mean on armor for Mandalorians and just in general. As you can see, green means duty, so that's why he had the green majority of his armor. But if you look on the side of his helmet, the yellow lines, yellow gold, if you see on the little picture I'm showing you right now, that it means revenge, or revengeance, I meant to say. And then if you look on the Book of Boba Fett's armor, it's red now, which means honoring a parent. So at that time, that's why. So this is why I think he wasn't as like overpowered as he was in the original from the original 5 and 6 than the Book of Boba Fett, because he was in a revengeful state. He was still mad at Mace Windu, even though he was dead. But now, since time has passed, he's older and he's wiser. He's now just honoring Jango instead of trying to revenge him, because there's no one else to revenge from that timeline, as what I think. So I thought when I learned that was actually really cool that they did that. I thought it was actually really interesting that how that small detail so many people missed, but now people are knowing about it and I'm showing you guys it. obviously some people probably already knew about that, but honestly, when I learned that, when I did, it blew my mind because, you know, it's a small detail that I completely looked over because I was too interested in the movie than detail. So now Mando's fact. It's not about Mando, more of what does a foundling mean. So if you watch the book of Boba Fett, you hear this word a lot, foundling, which means, so what does it mean to be a foundling? So you have to be an orphan, and then a Mandalorian would have to adopt slash bring you into their culture, their cult, whatever the right phrase is for it. But yeah, so basically to be a foundling, you have to be an orphan like how Mando and Grogu slash Baby Yoda was. And then they bring you in, they teach you their ways, and then there you go, you're a Mandalorian. But yeah, there are 4/3 facts of the day. Now I'm going to go and show y'all the characters, or the book, the box, and the Lego set and the characters. So I'll see you all in a minute. And we're back, and this is what the box looks like. I don't know what planet that is that it's flying on, but you know, it's a good background. It's one of the last few backgrounds on the book that they show for the Lego sets. The piece wise is $593 or dollars pieces, as you can see there. Comes with 2 characters, like I said, Boba and Mando. And on the top here, Boba again. The back shows you what it looks like landed, and that what you can do with it. There's a stud shooter, there's a thing where you could hold it up. The wings, I'll show you what that means in a minute. And then it comes with a little stance that you could use to hold it up. And then Boba on the landing thing there. So now I'm going to show y'all the book. Like I said, it's one of the last few books that Lego started doing with a background. So yeah, that's the book. First we got Boba Fett with his little blaster. So the one problem I have is I feel like they could have done the helmet and jetpack the same color as they did the chest piece and the legs. That dark green, but otherwise it's alright. I don't have any other problems with it. This, obviously you can pull it down if you want to have him act like he's using his jetpack rocket. He has the little Mandalorian symbol on his shoulder there. And then his, if it focuses, you can see the little flamethrower. Or that's the flamethrower, that's the rocket shoulder. And then his face, it reveals his scarred, wrinkly face from when he was in the Sarlacc pit. And that's Boba Fett. Now we have the Mandalorian. He has his Beskar spear and his little pistol. You have his flamethrower on that side and the whistling birds on that one, if it focuses. Pretty, yeah, you get to see his Beskar silver armor. You have some detail on the back. You get the little thin cape, and then for his head, it's just a blank face, because, you know, he ain't supposed to be taking his helmet off, so why would they show his face? Alright, now we have the Lego set itself. So that's what it looks like landed. You get the double twin blasters, and then the stud shooters are where the missiles are supposed to be, because if you watch the second movie when Obi-Wan's chasing Jango, these parts come apart and shoot 3 missiles on each side. Then you could pop this up and have your character in there when you're flying. And then the thing I was telling you about the wings is they move, like if you hold it up, the wings, they fold up to act like it's flying, because, you know, detail. And then, yeah, like, that piece has been bugging me since I got this set. It keeps popping off because it's on the little thingy here. But you have the little thing, and the wing, that broke. You have the thing where you can just hold it up and then you can just fly around with it. So my problems with the Lego set is that besides the two pieces that constantly fall off because they're not on there good, is that I felt like they could have had that plasma rocket that's supposed to be, that shoots out of the back there. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. They could have had a little thing to have a rocket shooter or something, because you know that's one of the main things we want about this Lego set. Otherwise, I don't have any other problems with it. I feel like it could have been a bit bigger for, you know, the original price is like 60 something, but we got it for 40. But yeah, I feel like other than that, it's a decent size it's a decent Lego set. And yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you all enjoy. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Go check out my other videos and have a good day. I almost forgot to show y'all the stance. So if you want to hold it up, you just have to pull the ladder up like that and just carefully put the set on there. I'm surprised it didn't fall off, because if you put it on wrong, it normally like tilts over and falls. But yeah, you get a little stance with it, and that helps with the Lego set if you want to display it, because you know you want to be able to see the full Lego set and not just it on its flat there laying down. And then, you know, if you want to, I'll try to do this without having the Lego fall off. If you want to have Boba in there, you can have him in there. There you go. Now this is the end of the video.